Hello, my name's Becca. Welcome to my video series, Everyday English, Every Day. Today, we're talking about something super awesome, Wim Hof Breathing. We're gonna listen to a conversation I had with my friend Anne. Now, do you know who Wim Hof is? He's a man and he says that taking deep, big breaths before a breath hold fully charges the body by getting rid of carbon dioxide, allowing more oxygen into the body to roam freely and free up every cell, and increase pH levels. When I first started researching Wim Hof breathing, what really caught my attention, what caught my eye, was when he said, breathing like this changes your chemistry. And I thought, well, that's super cool. I want to change my chemistry. So I decided to start doing it. So for a little more, we're talking about sound healing. All right, subscribe to my channel, give my video a like, and let's talk about Wim Hof breathing. So I met with a friend here in Tamarindo, in Playa Tamarindo in Costa Rica. And a couple months ago, probably back in like January 2020, I messaged Anne and was like, wow, it looks like you're doing really well. Life looks great. And I'm wondering what kind of secrets you have. Can you share anything with me? And she brought up Wim Hof breathing. And I looked into it. And like I said, when I saw how it changes your chemistry, I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I could use that. So I started doing it myself. Now, we're going to talk about what it is in our conversation. So before we listen to the conversation, let's review some phrases that I want you to pay attention for, right? I want you to practice these phrases. So let's first practice by repeating aloud the phrases after me. Repeat after me. Into Wim Hof breathing, guided breath work. Experiencing all of the amazingness that is breath work. On the last round, hold your breath. All right, let's listen to the conversation we had together. Now remember, once you hear these phrases, pause the video and repeat them again. You can never repeat too much when you're practicing English.
What
Sure.
made you into Wim Hof breathing? Like, how did you get into this? Are you still doing it?
I am still doing it. I absolutely love doing the Wim Hof style breath work. So I started basically because friends of mine did a training certification. They started breath work and really liked it, and they actually went to Spain to do a training certification with Wim Hof and his team. So when they came back, they started offering breathwork sessions where you go and it's guided breathwork and you do it in a group. Obviously, we haven't done that since COVID, but you lay in a group and breathe together. And then at the end of the breathing, they start, when you finish the rounds of breath, they start a crystal bowl sound therapy.
Is that Pura Vida vibrations or no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
awesome.
Pura Vida vibrations. And I absolutely love it. And I started first in a group, which was really nice because it can be a little intense the first few times that you do it. So it's really nice to have someone guiding you. And then after, I just wanted to keep experiencing all of the amazingness that is breathwork. So I started doing it at home, and I just look on YouTube and I do the Wim Hof guided sessions, and you can choose either like 3 rounds or 4 rounds, and if it's beginner or advanced. But I love it.
How
It's
long
really
are you holding
changed
your
my
breath
life.
these days in between the breathing?
I can get up to 3 minutes.
Shit, no way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's on the last round. So I hold for 2 minutes. When I do it with Wim Hof, it's 2 minutes the first round, 2 minutes the second round, 2:30 the third round, and 3 minutes the fourth round.
Oh, so you're doing 4 rounds is what you usually do.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't have that much time, I'll do 3. And then then I'm only holding, you know, like 2 minutes. But when I do it in a group, I think that I've held my breath for 4 minutes or longer. We don't time it because your eyes are closed, but it feels, when I've done it in a group, it's felt way longer than when I've done 3 minutes with a YouTube video. And when you do it, when you hold your breath for that long of a time, when you go over 2 minutes, between, you know, 2, 4 or 5 minutes, that's when your brain releases more dopamine, more serotonin, and when you can also release DMT, which is what gives you the visions.
Right, which I need to get to that. So I'm only holding for, like, I only do the 3 rounds, and it's like, it's just 1 minute and 1.5. But, you know, it's funny because some days I go longer and I stop it and I hold it, and then other days I must be like, man, I'm just sucking it and I'm not really focused as well, and I'm not breathing as deep and as fast as I should, and it's not getting, you know, and I'm not able to hold my breath as long, and I don't even make it to 1.5 minutes, you know, so it just, like, depends where I'm at, probably.
What you really want to do with breath work is breathe in very deeply and breathe out softly, because the idea is that you're taking in more oxygen than you're releasing. So you're hyper oxygenating, which is why you can then hold your breath for so long. So the breathing is like
Right. So I think I need to do that a little deeper, because I've only done this all by myself. You know what I mean? That I don't really have any. Maybe we can do a breathing session together sometime. What do you think?
Totally.
Can we do a Wim Hof breathing together sometime?
I would love to. Yeah. And I definitely wouldn't have known. My first time doing it was when I saw people demonstrating it to me.
Right.
And yeah, it's like, I mean, I always do it laying down because I don't want to, like, faint alone in my house. But my body is actually moving because it takes a lot. So I'm laying on the ground going,
Yeah, when I'm trying, I am like when they say roll your stomach and you have it come up and it's blowing up, and you know, and we're doing it on the beach now. When we get to the beach in the morning with my kids, I'm like, all right, let me do my breathing first, and then we can continue on for our day. So
yeah,
I think the coolest thing is I hear my son, like, or during the day, he'll just come out with, like, the random things Wim Hof says during the thing, and I'm like, it's so weird that you just said that now, but that's a good thing to have in your head, I guess.
Okay, so Anne shared about how she started this kind of breathing in group work. So I like talking with her about these things because it helps me understand it more, because I've been doing this a lot on my own. So I have a lot to learn, and I have a lot to ask questions about and share. I've started to be part of some groups on Facebook to start learning more about this too. All right, so let's look at some of these phrases. I want to look at this one first. Experiencing all of the amazingness that is breath work. All right, so all of this amazingness, there's like all these benefits that you get from this breath work. And talked about having visions from it, right? We're changing our chemistry, we're changing our levels, we're giving ourselves more oxygen so our cells can use and take advantage of having more oxygen. I found that it's calming me, it's helping me be a little more present too, and also feel opener and clearer. Since the video, I've taken it up a level, and now I have been able to hold my breath for over 2 minutes on various occasions, and it's pretty awesome. I'm going to talk about my personal experiences in the next video. All right, so let's look at the verb to breathe. So you need to breathe deeply. What you want to do with breath work is breathe in very deeply and breathe out softly. So when it's deep, you're inhaling a lot of air. Now, this idea of Wim Hof is that you are taking in more oxygen than you're releasing. So to take in, to release. So you are hyper-oxygenating, like over-oxygenating. And that's why you can hold your breath for so long, for such a long amount of time. How long can you hold your breath for normally? Have you ever tried it? Now, breath is a noun. You need to take a deep breath. So a deep breath would be a full cycle of breathing. An inhale and an exhale, right? In and out. So I asked Anne, how long are you holding your breath these days? She said she can get up to 3 minutes. That's a long time. I was like, wow, that's awesome. And that's on the last round. So she talked about doing 3 or 4 rounds every day. Okay, so a round consists of 30 to 40 deep, over-exaggerated breaths, right? You lay down when you do this, and it's like, when I watched the video recently, it's like you go in through your stomach, and then it rises in your chest, and then up in your head needs to get the air too. So it's really like, right? So you're getting a lot more oxygen in than you're releasing. Now, you could pass out because you're hyperventilating, so that's why you should always lay down. I've never really felt like I was going to pass out, but I probably need to do a little more intense, right, to get that. Now, Anne said that her friends, after they went to a Wim Hof training in Spain, they started offering breathwork sessions. And you go and it's guided breathwork. When you have guided breathwork, it means someone's talking you through the process. So when you hold your breath, okay, for that long of a time, when you go over 2 minutes, that is when your brain releases more dopamine, more serotonin, and when you can also release DMT, which is what gives you the visions, like a hallucination. So now when you do Wim Hof breathing, you're not really, a lot of times when we hold our breath, like if we were gonna go underwater, we'd go, and then go underwater. But within Wim Hof breathing, we're breathing in, or I usually breathe in my nose, which is usually, and I'm exhaling, and on that last round, that last breath in my round, I'm getting everything out, and I'm holding my breath there. Okay, so I'm holding my breath with empty air in me, right? There's no real air left in me. But because I've over-oxygenated my body, I can stay without breath, without breathing for a much longer amount of time. So in the next video, I'll share what I actually feel when this happens. It's pretty cool. All right, so we also talk about being into something. When you get into something, it's really you start enjoying or being enthusiastic about something. So I asked Anne, what made you into Wim Hof breathing? How did you get into this, is what I wanted to say. So I might ask someone, what are you into? It's like, what do you like? I'm into surfing. I'm into soccer. I like playing soccer. All right, so sound therapy for a little more. Sound therapy is known as vibrational medicine. So what is sound healing? Healing using sound vibrations to relax your mind and body, right? It is healing using sound vibrations to relax your mind and body. To heal is to make sound, says gong master Martha Collard of Red Door Studio. Sound can shift frequencies from low energy of guilt and fear to higher vibrations of love and joy. So the idea of sound having an effect on our bodies. Now, we're basically made up of water, so sound goes through water. So it kind of makes sense, right? Now, these are the people from Pura Vida Vibrations, and I've talked with them, and I'm going to set up a meeting so we can have a conversation that I can bring to you here in this setting. So we will have future videos about sound therapy because it's pretty awesome. So Anne says, at the end of breathing, they started crystal bowl sound therapy. All right, guys, if you like my videos, subscribe, give it a like. New videos are posted on Mondays and Wednesdays. Comment below, ask me questions, and you can email me if you want to, okay? All right, guys, have a great day and check out Wim Hof Breathing. It's pretty life-changing and awesome. Bye-bye.